We often let our fears get in the way of figuring out what we are capable of. For me, that fear shows up as a pressure to conform, to fit in, even when it doesn't feel right. Growing up, my sister set a path for how she lived her life. I grew up with wanting to follow in her footsteps, to do everything that she did. It was only after she left for college that I realized how much I truly depended on her. I copied her words, her actions, even her interests. I mirrored my life to hers, wanting to be exactly like her because that felt safe. I saw how her right decisions and dedication worked out so well for her. It had to be the same for me, right? I would soon come to recognize how little of myself I truly understood. I didn't know who I was without my sister. That question, who am I, wasn't just mine. In her memoir, Finding Me, Viola Davis shares how she grew up in deep poverty, surrounded by fear, abuse, and constant struggle. For a long time, her identity was shaped by survival, by what other people expected her to be. But over time, she discovered something powerful. She didn't have to keep carrying that version of herself. As she writes, "My biggest discovery was that you can literally recreate your life. You can redefine it." That line changed how I saw myself, because I realized maybe I could redefine things too. That I didn't have to keep conforming, even if it felt comfortable. That there was strength in letting go and becoming someone new. When my sister left for college, it pushed me to start doing things on my own. I had no choice but to complete my own assignments and projects without any help. I allowed myself to make mistakes and learn from them. It was scary, but more importantly, it was an opportunity. Slowly, I became more independent than I have ever been. There were still times where I felt pressure to conform, even in the small things, like eating spicy food that I knew I couldn't handle, but was expected to because everyone else could. That pressure to do what everyone else is doing, even when it doesn't feel right, doesn't go away easily. Viola Davis talks about this too. In one interview, she explains how most people want to be like everyone else, and how few actually learn to embrace who they really are.
So a lot of people copy everyone else's hairstyle. They copy everyone else's body, but very few people sort of relish in exactly who they are.
Being a conformer isn't the whole story. It's just the start of learning who I really am. I'm figuring out how to be me, even if that means standing apart from the crowd.